dear students, and welcome to English grammar classes. How are you children? I hope all are fine and safe at home and studying very well. So today in grammar classes, I'll be teaching you active and passive voice. It is difficult if you don't understand, but it is really interesting and fun doing this chapter if you understand the basic concepts. So be attentive while I explain. The active and passive voices are ways of showing the relation between the doer and the receiver of an action. So in active and passive, basically we'll be dealing with the doer and the receiver. These two are playing very important role, and that's how the active changes into passive, because in active, who is doing the doer will become the receiver and the person who is receiving will become the doer. Major change from active to passive. In the active voice, the subject does the action. You all know. Active voice, who is doing the action? Subject. And in the passive, the receiver does the action. Okay. I said just now, active में जो action कर रहा होता है, it becomes the person who is doing the receiving end. और जो receiving end होता है, वो subject बन जाता है. Okay. Subject will become predicate and predicate will become subject. I'll make it more clear as we proceed with the chapter. See, this is a very interesting example. Tina broke the window pane. Now this is an active. अभी Tina क्या है? Subject. Okay. और the window pane क्या है? Predicate. अभी जब हम active से passive करेंगे, ये जो predicate है, वो हो जाएगा हमारा subject. Okay, the window pane will become our subject. So see, the window pane. Broke is in past tense. So how you'll write? Was broken. Children always remember passive. P for passive and P for past participle. जब भी passive voice में you are going to write, you have to make that action verb into past participle. So broke का past participle क्या है? Broken. Break, broke, broken. तो past participle कौन सा है? The last column. So was क्या show करता है? Because it is in past tense. So was broken बताता है कि हमने इसको passive voice में convert कर दिया. Was broken by. This is also very important, that by is used in passive. By Tina. Got it? I'll explain you again. Tina subject थी और the window pane was predicate. Now when you write that in passive voice, first thing, the verb will have past participle and by would be there. Now by, many times it is there and many times you can avoid. It depends on the sentence. ये दो चीज़ major पता चल गया. And the third one is Tina जो subject थी, that will become the predicate, and predicate में जो था the window pane, that will become the subject. So now it is the window pane was broken by Tina. Clear? Active to passive conversion we discussed just now. The same rules we will just revise. When we change a sentence in the active voice into the passive, active to passive conversion, the object of the sentence becomes its subject. Okay, जो object जो हमारे predicate में होता है, that becomes its subject. The verb takes on the passive form. और वो passive form क्या है? Be plus past participle. Now be means it can be is, was, are, were. So these are all be form of the verb. Have, has, had, these are all be form of the verbs. So major change पता चल गया. Active to passive, the object will become the subject and subject will become the object. और passive में दूसरा क्या है? Be plus past participle. Example, one more. Priya, which is the subject, submitted is the verb, the assignment. Now this is the object. Now when you write in passive, the assignment पहले आएगा. So the assignment which becomes subject, जो पहले object था, अभी वो subject बन गया है. Was submitted. Submitted था, when you write in passive it will becomes was submitted. I'll teach you the whole table how it get converted. By Priya. Priya क्या थी? Subject. Now it has become object. In the passive voice, when the subject of the active sentence comes after the verb, we add by before it. Rohan painted the fence. Now, object क्या है? The fence. So first we'll write the fence. Painted है तो was painted by Rohan. Clear? Okay. Yes, I was talking about this table. This table is very, very, very important. This is the basic rule of your active and passive. If you have understood this, you are an expert in converting active to passive. Now, the first column talks about the tense. Second is about active voice sentences. Now, here you have passive voice sentences and this is the basic rule. Okay. So, we start with first tense, that is simple present tense. Simple present tense mein first what is there? S or no S. For example, she sings sweetly. I sing well. Okay, sings mein S laga. When I write I, it become sing. You sing well. That's what I said, S and no S. So, agar wo sentence active simple present tense में है. For example, he cleans. ऐसा आया? He cleans his car every day. So in that case, क्या rule आएगा? जब भी हमारे पास S या no S, we can understand that this is simple present tense. So simple present tense को passive में करना है तो what is the rule? Is, am, are plus past participle. Past participle तो सारे tense में आएगा ही. What changes is before that. Okay, so now we see where is the subject? He. And what is our object here? His car. Now, his you can change it to the, that is up to you. If you start with his also, there is no issue. So, the car क्या है? Singular है कि plural है? Singular है, one है. So, I'll be using is. अगर cars, C-A-R-S होता तो I would have used are. And if I am using I, you have to use am. So, the car is cleaned by him. By him कहाँ से मिला? He. He तो subject में है और जब he को object में डालेंगे तो he will become him. So, the car is cleaned by him every day. Every day was just a phrase. Every day को तुम शुरू में भी use कर सकते हो or you can use it at the end. That's up to you. Now, second is simple past tense. Simple past tense में क्या आना चाहिए? Was or were plus past participle. Was किसके लिए? Singular. Were for plural. Now let's see our example. Rohit took the car yesterday. What is the object? The car. The car, singular है कि plural है? Singular. So we'll write was. Was taken. Take, took, taken. The third column. Taken by Rohit yesterday. Yesterday you can use it in the beginning or at the end. No problem. Now next is simple future tense. So future में will आता है. So here it will be, what is the rule for passive? Will plus be plus past participle. This particular column is very important. You need to memorize it. So Tina will finish the work tomorrow. Now Tina is subject and what is the object? The work. So the work, what is the rule? Will plus be plus finish का past participle क्या होगा? Finished. The work will be finished tomorrow by Tina. Tomorrow you can write anyway. You can write tomorrow the work will be finished by Tina. Or you can write the work will be finished by Tina tomorrow. Got it? Now next is simple future, that is going to. ING लगने वाला है. So what is the rule? Going to plus be plus past participle. Tina is going to make dinner tomorrow. What is the object? Dinner. And what is the subject? Tina. So dinner is going to be made. Make का past participle क्या है? Made. Made by Tina tomorrow. Present continuous. Continuous means ing is there. The police is following the suspect. ing है तो क्या आएगा? Am, is, are plus being. ing को कहाँ कन्वर्ट किया है? Being. B-E-I-N-G. ओके क्योंकि पास्ट पार्टिसिपल डाल रहे हैं तो ing तो दिखेगा नहीं, तो ing कैसे दिखाएंगे? Being. B-E-I-N-G प्लस पास्ट पार्टिसिपल. सो द पुलिस इज फॉलोइंग द सस्पेक्ट. अभी सब्जेक्ट क्या हुआ? द सस्पेक्ट. द सस्पेक्ट इज बीइंग फॉलोड बाय द पुलिस. नेक्स्ट इज पास्ट कंटिन्यूअस. ing is still there. So what you'll write? Was or where दिखाएगा कि ये sentence is in past tense. Being tells us ing and past participle. Now our example is the workers were distributing sweets. अभी what is the object? Sweets. So the sweets. अगर sweet होता तो singular number है तो हम क्या use करते? Was. But here it is sweets. Sweets is plural. So you will be writing where. The sweets were being distributed by the workers. Now next is present perfect tense. The teacher has graded the answer sheets. Now present perfect में already past participle होता है. Okay, so in that case क्या करेंगे? अभी past participle already past perfect present perfect का है तो वो हम दिखाएंगे being. जैसे continuous दिखाया था being, B-E-I-N-G, और perfect कैसे दिखाएंगे? being. So this is has or have plus been plus past participle. तो passive का past participle भी हो गया और perfect का been भी लग गया. और present कैसे दिखाएंगे? has or have. So our example is the teacher has graded the answer sheets. The object is the answers. The answer sheets have been. Okay, अभी क्यों मैंने यहाँ have डाला है? Because sheets plural है. Plural होगा तो have, अगर singular होता तो has use करना. So the answer sheets have been graded by the teacher. Past perfect. Sumit had driven many cars before he bought this one. Now what is this? Past perfect. तो has और have की जगह had डालना है तो हमें पता चल जाएगा this sentence is in past perfect. Sumit had driven many cars before he bought this one. Now what is the object? Many cars. ये तो just a phrase है. Before he bought this one. Many cars had been driven. Drive, drove, driven. Driven by Sumit before he bought this one. Is it clear, children? Future perfect. So will plus have plus been. See, जब भी perfect लगे तो been तो आएगा ही और continuous है तो being, B-E-I-N-G. So rule is will plus have plus been plus past participle. Our example is Rohan will have completed the project before the deadline. So how you write? The project will have been completed by Rohan before the deadline. Last one is modal verbs. You know modal verbs. Will, shall, may, can. These are all modal verbs. We have learned that in auxiliary verbs chapter. So if it is there, what you have to do? Modal plus be plus past participle form of verb. So our example is the principal may discuss the problem soon. And what is our object? The problem. So the problem may be discussed. Okay, modal verb हुआ may. Be you have to add, it is there in the rule. Past participle discuss is discussed by the principal soon. Now based on what you have learnt, we will be doing this exercise. Change these sentences from the active voice into the passive voice. The waiter at the restaurant served hot tea. First thing you identify what is the verb. Verb where it is served. सर्व्ड के बाद क्या है? हॉट टी. तो हॉट टी ऑब्जेक्ट है तो उसको ले लो सब्जेक्ट में. हॉट टी वॉज सर्व्ड बाय द वेटर एट द रेस्टोरेंट. गॉट इट? Why we have used was served? Because served से पता चल जाता है कि this sentence is in past tense form. Second is the superstitious villagers readily believed his stories. Now where is the verb? Yeah, believed. Now believed के बाद क्या आता है? His stories. तो his stories को शुरू में ले लें. That becomes our subject now. His stories. Now stories क्या है? Plural. And if it is plural, you have to use where. Was use होता है singular के लिए, where for plural. His stories were readily believed by the superstitious villagers. Isn't it fun? My mother has forgiven me for my rude behavior. So has forgiven is the verb. So after that comes me. Now me is object. So when it comes to subject, I'll write my. My rude behavior has been forgiven because this is already in present perfect. So perfect है तो been लगाना पड़ेगा. Has been forgiven by my mother. Fourth one, the noise of the crackers shocked me. So shocked me. Me is object. So when you write in subject, me will become I. I was shocked by the noise of the crackers. What you have learned in personal pronoun that you have to implement now. क्योंकि object में जो pronoun होता है, when it comes to subject, there is a change. You have learned that. Has the school announced the date of the annual function? Now, children, this sentence is in question form. So your answer should also be in question form only. So has the date, has वैसा का वैसे ही रहा, the date, which is the object. Now it becomes a subject. The date of the annual function being announced by the school, full stop. My friend conducts classes twice a week. So this is the object, it becomes subject, classes. Now classes are in plural, so you'll write are. Classes are conducted by my friend twice a week. Twice a week is a phrase that you can use either in the beginning or towards the end. The jury has found the accused innocent of all charges. Now, what is here? The accused is the object. The accused has been found innocent of all charges by the jury. The instructor advised us to practice daily. We were advised to practice daily. Lee is playing the sitar. The sitar is being played by Lee because ing is there, so being we have to use. Rukun was washing the dishes when you came. The dishes were being washed because S is there, was यहाँ है because this is singular, but dishes plural है, so you'll be writing where. You know na, the verb should agree with the subject. So the dishes were being washed by Rukun when you came. The director wrote the script. So the script was written by the director. Write, wrote, written. So the last column becomes written. Someone left a phone in the theatre. A phone was left in the theatre by someone. He will water the lawn tomorrow. The lawn will be watered by him tomorrow. Before the elections, the politician had promised clean drinking water for all. Before the elections, clean drinking water had been promised by all by the politician. Rohit must follow my direction. Verb here is a modal verb, so must, after that comes my direction. My directions must be followed by Rohit. By the year 2050, scientists will have discovered an alternative to petrol. By the year 2050, वैसा का वैसा phrase उठा के डाल दिया है. उसके बाद what is there? An alternative is the object, it will become subject now. An alternative to petrol will have been discovered by the scientist. Astronauts may discover water on Mars. Water is the object, it will become subject. Water may be, model may you know na, you have learned that rule. May plus be plus past participle. May be discovered en masse by astronauts. Children are plucking flowers from the garden. Flowers are being, already ing है तो क्या यूज करेंगे? being plucked from the garden by the children. Has she explained all the rules? Now all the rules is the object. When it comes, it will become the subject here, but rules है plural में, so has will become have. Have all the rules been explained by her? She subject है, अगर वो object हो जाएगा तो she will become her and question mark. Have you put the fruits in the basket? So we will see. Have you put is the verb. So what is the object? The fruits. So the fruits will become subject. So have ही रहना है. Have the fruits been put in the basket? So in this session we will be doing only this exercise. So homework for today is you will be writing exercise 1. 20 sentences are there that you will be writing in the notebook. So that's all for today. Thank you and may God bless you. Bye. Take care.